He spared our lives, true enough, but something is amiss. They take Lavos' power. Lavos get weak? The emblem upon their door, that pendant opened. Had you not seen it in other ages before? A curious crest is engraved here, and a mysterious force seals it shut. I'm so sorry, it sounded like a good idea in my head. It seems our only hope, does it not, Chrono? Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Chrono Trigger. Last time, we were booted from the Imperial Palace, unable to really do anything about it in exchange for escaping with our lives. This time, having to find our way back there, we have the power of the pendant able to open seals. First off, let's go to the village. After that fight, oh, I need my happy water. I have forgotten I was at 1 HP and gone off into the oh, happy water all gone. Before never happened. Okay. Find strange rock, but feel icky when touched, so throw away. Less monster, now cold. Less game, too. We did hear from Azala that an ice age would be ushered in after Lavos crashed in. It was the event that caused the mass extinction of the dinosaurs. We also heard that there's less hunting going around. Ayla! Ayla okay? Kino okay? Lavos fall. Reptite's gone. That good. But get cold now. Hunt, but not many beasts. But Kino no stop. Ayla no worry. Leave to Kino. Thankfully, Lavos did not do away with all the rugs in the world. At least not yet, he didn't. Things are going to get worse for them. I need to heal up. Like I said, I have gone into the mountains to go back to the end of time, not remembering that I had 1 HP left and got killed by the regular enemies there. It was a less than pleasant experience that made me feel very, very weak after losing the fight to the golem. I don't feel too bad about losing the fight. Oh, Ayla quit Chief. Now Kino Chief. I guess she has been gone with us on our adventures for a long time. Big fire, Lavos fall. Now get cold. I was saying, I don't feel too bad about losing to the golem. It is a hard fight, and it's definitely made for you to lose, but I think I got pretty far in it. I did think I did at least 3,000 damage, got about halfway. I'm not too ashamed of that. I want to go back up the Dactyl Nest. Completely devoid of cave apes and avian rexes now, it's a nice smooth way to the top. As you can see, the sparkle in the sky that was Lavos is gone now. If you were to glitch your way out of bounds and press A on it, because it is the same graphic as a magic capsule, it would merely become a horrible glitchy mess, because that's all it is. It is a magic capsule that was not given a corresponding item for it to give you when you pressed A on it. Development shortcuts. I was heading back toward the end of time and Chrono got a level up. Luca's gonna come with us on what we're doing today because I noticed that she was 13 TP away from learning Fire 2 this entire time. Given that things have been just kind of going really fast for a while and I've needed to have Ayla in the party and I've wanted Frog in there for Slurp Kiss, wow, I feel bad for her. She is she's gone from being the 3rd wheel to being the 6th wheel. She's the extra wheel of the entire party, not having her level 2 magic this whole time when she's the magic user. Back in the end of time, the 2 gates to 12,000 BC have disappeared, unfortunately. Pop the bubble! Oh, you've been to the Magic Kingdom. Yes! I got the park hopper option, so I went to the Magic Kingdom. This whole trip through time has just been the World Showcase at Epcot. That is so stupid, but we'll need a way to move through time more freely. I recall someone working on such a device. The Wings of Time, I believe he called it. Though, sadly, I fear the man's mind left him in the course of those long years of research. He's finally the guide on Time's road that he said he would be, giving us advice and guidance on where to go next. The End of Time was a conscious decision by the developers, creating a place that would be a nice, convenient home for the player and that you would get just enough guidance from that it would avoid the player looking at walkthroughs. Now I just feel awkward saying that out loud, given what I'm doing right now, but you know what I mean. They didn't want players looking up things about the game and getting potentially spoiled on it before experiencing the rest of the story, so That was a decision on their part, and I thought that was really thoughtful. The End of Time does not come off as handholdy or too much of a guide. It's very subtle in how it guides you, and the old man just simply tells it to you once the first time you meet him. He leaves an impression, and it's just a place that I think everyone loves being in. Okay, I've been beating around the bush for what we're doing today a little bit too long. I've been intentionally vague about it. What we're after today is not a way to move more freely through time, but a once-in-a-lifetime trip around the world and its history in order to uncover all of the secrets of the mysterious sealed chests. The item inside is reacting to the pendant. Remove the item? Of course not! We don't want to do that. Who would do such a thing after all this time traveling around? Those chests are beautiful, and I'm not about to rob the world of them. Okay, I have a perfectly greedy reason for doing this, but, you know, I don't want them to hear that, because it's been handed down for generations, you see. The second one we want to go to is... No, this is not Pori. Death. It's like I said that in Luca's ear, and then she just like, I'm gonna go read a book now. I was trying to tell you not to step down into that hole. That's something that you are intended to do a lot later that you can technically do now, further lending to the open-ended nature of everything, but I would advise not. Elder's house, that's where I wanted to go, down in Pori. Check this chest, say no to it. Check this chest, say no to that. We've heard much about a secret of the forest. And if you thought that was the secret of the forest, well, it is a secret of the forest, but it is not the secret of the forest. The secret of the forest is in the northeastern corner. Obtain speed capsule. That one does not ask you a yes or no question. If no question is presented to you before opening a chest, don't worry. It's perfectly fine to open it. Oh, hello. The castle's actually a lot different. You're served this victory, but I cook the meal. And speaking of cooking, I have a mind to prepare a victory feast. Something truly spectacular to celebrate the Fiend Lord's defeat. I do not know what words of gratitude could possibly suffice for all you've done. Frog, where's Frog? Oh, well, you know, I got him. He's just through a dimensional time vortex. I'll just reach through and pull him out by the eyeball. There you go. Frog! So you aided Chrono and the others. You've done a fine service for this kingdom. Please, remain here for as long as you wish. We would be honored by your presence. Your kind words are reward enough, Your Majesty. My heart is glad to hear them. Aww, he finally got a little closure. If they had broken through at Xenon Bridge, the castle would be no more than rubble. You're alive! We sustained heavy casualties, but thanks to you, our battle is won. Now we must all work together to rebuild. If there's ever any way this kingdom might repay its debt to you, I shall see it done. Tell your guards to pass down to their children and their children's children to let a guy named Chrono into the castle in about 400 years. Trust me, they'll know what I'm talking about, okay? I offer my thanks to you again. What are they doing? I offer my thanks to you again. The valor of your deed is worthy of the name of knight. Your Majesty, please do not waste such words of honor on me. And they're still running in place. Just had to get in my reps this morning. Sorry. I'll see the generations come to know the name of Chrono. Oh, okay. Well, you're fulfilling my wish. Our victory is owed to you. Frog, I've been considering. No, there's no need for consideration. I would have you take my place as commander, should you be willing to accept the honor. He's jumping for joy. I am afraid I must decline. I'm not suited for such a post, but he's exercising so he can one day be suited for it. Oh my gosh. After slaying Magus, this all immediately changed. I didn't show it right away because things were moving pretty fast in the story department. I didn't want to break up the action too much. In the coffers of the palace, there's an item reacting inside. We'll say no to that as well. That's not the only thing that changed after Magus's defeat. The Manolia Cathedral, built for worshiping him. In this world, there are no rains that fail to lift, no nights that are not dispelled by dawn. What's important is to trust in those you love, and never to abandon hope. That person you cherish is no doubt watching over you from some distant place. That's actually kind of beautiful in a way. I guess it goes to show that you can listen to the ideals of other people, and even if they don't necessarily agree with your own, you can see the beauty in them. In case you're wondering, the statue of Magus has been left alone. The final pit stop that I want to take is the Magic Cave. Right at the beginning, obtain Magic Ring. The Magic Ring is an That's gonna go on Luca. The Black Gemstone. I've had it equipped for a little while now, and we even got into a fight with Luca in the party, yet I didn't tell you about any triple tech that we had learned. It requires techs that we don't currently have, and I wanted to showcase it this way because on my first playthrough, I was trying out every combination of characters going, why can I not learn this triple tech? Where is it? Why can't I learn it? It's just that it involves techs you don't have yet. It's not self-explanatory at all. I'm not a fan of triple techs that require items in order to use them, and that's not even the only one. But don't worry, there is no super powerful triple tech of awesomeness that you don't have. You just can't get it right now. Red Needle dual tech. This is the first time that we've ever been able to freely choose who Chrono's two partners are. Have you noticed that it's always been Chrono, Marle, and Luca, or we forcibly had to have Robo in the group replacing one of them, then we had to forcibly have Frog in the group replacing Robo, Marle, or Luca, then we had to forcibly have Ayla in the party. We finally have the power to switch between our party members at will, and as such, I'm going to be switching in and out as much as I can, getting all the dual and triple techs that we can possibly learn. That's all for 600 AD. Going in order, 1000 AD is going to be next up. Ha. Remember that this is time travel we're talking about, meaning that if you were to pick up a chest in the past, it would no longer be here in the present time. By selecting the chest in Truce Inn and saying no to it, the blue vest upgraded, obtained blue plate. We would have gotten a weaker version of this item if we took it when we were in medieval times. The blue plate, I believe, is a water-resilient piece of equipment. Yes, absorbs water damage. Absorbs it, in fact, actually. Wow, okay. Luca, you're weak to that. You'd be losing out on 2 speed. You'd gain a boatload of defense. Marle resists water naturally, and this would just... Oh, who do I want to give this to? Maybe Ayla. That sounds good to me. So Ayla is not capable of using magic. And this might make it sound like she wouldn't have any elemental weakness or resistance. You know how everybody has an innate resistance to their own magical element, whereas Robo is not alive, so he doesn't have that. But that's not true. Ayla does have an innate magical resistance, and oh boy, let me tell you about it. This just shows how much meticulous work the team put into this thing that they loved making. Ayla's resistance is fire, implying that she would be a fire elemental if she was just born after magic existed. We were told that Lavos was a word of Ayla's people. La means fire. A-la. Isn't that just the best? Oh, I love it. It's just details like that. Things that you learn about so much later, after the fact. Oh, it's just so good. A black plate there to reduce shadow magic. A white vest to reduce light magic. We'll put the black plate on Chrono to cover his weakness. And I suppose in the same spirit, the light one can go on Robo. He can pretend like he has a light weakness and he has a cool detail like that. Every party member has some cool little detail like that about them. It's things like that, man, that you can talk with people years after you've played a game like this. That's what makes it live on for so long and why I think it is so timeless to so many people. In Guardia Castle, Princess Nadia! You had me worried, Princess! I understand your feelings, of course. The king places his realm above all else. It was the same even when your mother, Queen Eliza, passed away. What? Oh, child, please forget I spoke. Tell me! It's difficult to speak of even now. You see, Queen Eliza's condition had been frail for some time, but it took a sudden turn for the worse near the end. She desperately wanted to see your father, just one last time. But your father refused, said he could not leave his work unattended. He left you, young, innocent, and knowing nothing of death, to watch over her alone. Naturally, the end was not long in the coming. She died soon after. One might say the king killed her. Such a shame. Father killed her? Please, I speak too much. Do not let it trouble you, Your Highness. now that you've finally returned, won't you go and see the king? You are completely awful! It's one thing to frame me for a crime I didn't commit and have a child executed for it. But, excuse me! Slaying Magus also opens up Guardia Castle in the present time for the very first time we have ever been able to explore it. That's an elixir. I'll be sure to clean out the kingdom before Marle logically storms out. Oh gosh, we could give Chrono maxed out speed. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? Whenever a stat is maxed out, you know it because it turns into a double star. Besides, we're gonna be running out of this castle in a moment, I'm sure of it. Magic capsule, Marle. Beautifully high magic stat you have there, and I hope you freeze the king's ass in a solid block of ice while doing it. That sounds painful. Got a red plate, which is a significantly stronger item than the ruby vest. The red vest was stronger than that already. That can go on Marle. We know that she loves absorbing fire. And because I know that this will come up, regular chests are not affected by the whole time travel thing. I opened the chests in the Guardia Castle in 600 AD on my first visit. I didn't get screwed here. A high ether. After the death of Queen Eliza, Princess Nadia became His Grace's entire world. It's hard for a king to seek advice about family members. His Grace is deeply troubled by Princess Nadia. Oh, you don't know what you are saying. He is about to be a lot more troubled by her, I'll just say that. The elixir that we picked up is the first of its kind, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. Fully restores HP and MP to one character. It is not a full party heal, but it is a full heal to at least one person. Can be useful in a tight spot. And now let's go let's go queen out. Okay, I was gonna say let's go clean out the king's place though, but cleaning out the king's place sounds good. Turbo ether, hello. A turbo ether, you drink it down in one gulp. Boo, I know, fully restores MP. Nothing up here, but there should be something up this way. Oh, this is the Queen's Tower, never mind. The other one was the King's Tower, so never mind, I don't feel bad about it. Hello. Hello, I'm in charge of the princess's physical fitness. I'm in charge of discipline. The latest incident is all my fault. I should have been more strict. I'm the personal tutor in charge of Her Highness's education. This chest, our first Mega Elixir, fully restores all HP and MP to the whole party. Alternatively, can be sold for 25,000 gold. Your choice. Neither one is the wrong one. Princess Nadia. Oh, Nadia. What have you come here for? I thought you'd no more use for this place. Don't you look at me like that. You're the one who stormed out of here. And letting these hoodlums in here. Are you planning to cause some sort of trouble? How can you say things like that? These are my friends. Friends? Your daughter of the line of Guardia. Consorting with their like is a disgrace to this family's name. It's true then. You really do care more about the kingdom than you ever cared about me or mother. What? You killed my mother! Get out. Do not show your face here again. Don't worry, I won't! Do as you please. You're not my daughter. Oh dear. Freaking... Never get your comeuppance. He's actually worse than the Chancellor who was a demon in disguise. That's impressive. What have you come here for? You have no business in this place. There is nothing else here for us now. Situations with Marle and her father have only gotten worse, and at present, there is no real way that we can easily fix this. There's a little more progress that you could conceivably make, but I think I'm going to just hold off on doing that. Besides, I can't exactly say I like the Guardia Royal line very much right now. I'd like him to just be pissed off for a while. If there's anything I like about the Guardia Royal line at this particular moment, it's their awesome pendant that gave us loads of equipment. I mean, come on. That is the biggest contribution to our cause that they've ever done. Of course, that's including Marle. She's not his daughter anymore, right? Wrong time to say it. Anyway, that is most of the treasure we can get in 600 and 1000 AD. There is more that this pendant is able to do for us. So I think we're going to end things off here, and next time on Chrono Trigger, we're going to be exploring some other time periods, seeing what the pendant can open up for us there. See you guys then.